So last week brought us some interesting headlines exposing the true state of affairs inside the Biden White House. Instead of the smooth-running machine operated by all those adults in the room with their competence and governance expertise, the Washington media is now reporting that actually Biden's White House is adrift. Just a bunch of far-left, woke activists, corrupt, clapped-out swamp creatures, Obama retreads and blundering B-team bureaucrats who are now all in a desperate panic as they survey the total collapse of their credibility amidst the non-stop cascade of self-created crises that have come to define this calamitous Biden regime. But amongst all the stories of chaos and infighting, there were a couple that stood out because of the sheer next-level delusion they reveal on the part of Biden's inner circle. This first one from CNN was an absolute goldmine. The Biden people genuinely seem to think they can come back with a new Biden, an improved Biden. And in some of these insider reports, we're now starting to get a tantalizing glimpse of that Biden 2.0. Quote, in a January memo, White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain offered a plan to have Biden do one town hall each month. That got sucked into the maw of blaming and dysfunction like so much else. Some aides embraced the idea for shaking things up a little. Some mocked it for being outdated. Some complained that the logistics would be impossibly time-consuming. In the end, not a single town hall was scheduled. But a White House aide said this Wednesday that now more town halls are expected in the near future. Town halls! Yes, that'll do the trick. He's so good at them.
40% of all products coming into the United States of America on the West Coast go through Los Angeles and what am I doing here?
But it's not just the town halls. Oh no, quote, the most effective way Biden aides found to convince people the president isn't the doddering right-wing media caricature is when people see him in action. Great. So come on then, let's see him in action. It's a brilliant way to, quote, convince people the president isn't that doddering media caricature. No, not doddering. Definitely not doddering. No doddering to see here, folks. Just the president in action. But if you're not convinced by that, the geniuses in the White House have another idea to save the Biden presidency. Guess what it is? Quote, what they agree on is that Biden's chances of breaking through go up massively the more he picks fights with Republicans. Oh, picks fights with Republicans. Fantastic. But wait a minute. Wasn't it all supposed to be about unity?
We must end this uncivil war.
Yeah, I guess the uncivil war is back on. I mean, it massively increases Biden's chances of breaking through. Biden himself apparently is twisted that his approval ratings are worse than Trump's and, quote, bristling at how his aides have tried to stifle the plain-speaking persona that has long been one of his most potent assets. Ah, yes, the plain-speaking persona that's one of Biden's most potent assets.
Of Putin's kleptocracy, kleptocracy, the guys who are the kleptocracies. Watching, he mad at me and said, excuse my back, I didn't apologize. That has to do with this industry. That has to do with this. There have not been many senators from Delaware. It's a small state. As a matter of fact, there's never been one.
What a potent asset that plain-speaking persona really is. But the real secret weapon here, we're told, is not any of that. It's something much better, or actually someone much better. This person, Anita Dunn, coming back to the White House for a third time after swinging around the DC swamp's revolving door. Anita Dunn has the answers. Anita Dunn will save the day. And here's how she's going to do it. Quote, Dunn is helping to redefine the Biden narrative through a series of optics plays that attempt to demonstrate that the White House is serious about inflation and the baby formula shortage, and that Biden isn't some West Wing hermit, but rather a a highly engaged and ubiquitous problem solver. Of course, Biden as a highly engaged and ubiquitous problem solver. Why didn't anyone think of that before?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.